Hamza was only 13, but life had already made him older than his years. In the narrow streets of Lahore, where the sound of rickshaws mixed with the cries of vendors, he carried a heavy steel tray filled with steaming tea glasses. His bare feet burned against the rough ground, yet he walked with steady steps, his little heart stronger than his fragile body. "Chotu, jaldi chaila!" a shopkeeper shouted, his voice sharp. "Yes, Baijan," Hamza replied politely, rushing forward. He was used to the insults, the hurried commands, and the mocking laughter of those who never looked at him as more than a servant. But what no one knew was that Hamza carried something more precious than tea. He carried dreams. Every time he watched other children, clean and cheerful in their neat uniforms, carrying books instead of trays, his chest tightened. He longed to be like them. He longed to sit at a desk, open a book, and raise his hand in class. At night, when the market emptied and the noise died down, Hamza would find a corner near a dim streetlight. From a pile of garbage, he had once picked up old, torn books. To others, they were trash, but to him, they were treasure. He opened them, tracing the faded letters with his finger, whispering each one. Slowly, painfully, he began to teach himself to read. One night, while Hamza was lost in his world of alphabets, an old man stopped near him. "Beta, what are you doing here so late?" the man asked. His name was Master Iqbal, a retired school teacher with kind eyes and a soft voice. Hamza looked down shyly. I want to study, uncle, but I have to work. I can't go to school." The man's heart melted. He sat beside him, placed a hand on his shoulder, and said, "From tonight, I will teach you. Remember, books are not just for the rich. Knowledge belongs to those who seek it." From that day, Hamza's nights were no longer lonely. By day, he served tea with a smile. By night, he studied under Master Iqbal's guidance. His mother worried when she saw him tired. "Hamza, you are pushing yourself too hard. What if your boss finds out?" But Hamza only smiled. "Ummi, one day you won't have to sew clothes till your fingers bleed. One day, Ayman will go to school wearing new shoes, carrying new books. I promise you." The journey was not easy. Hamza stumbled, failed, and was laughed at. Some called him foolish. Some told him to accept his fate. But every insult became fuel. Every failure became a lesson. His small world, once filled only with poverty, was now lit with hope. Years passed. Hamza's dedication turned into strength, his strength into knowledge, and his knowledge into opportunity. He earned a scholarship, studied harder than ever, and finally walked into a real classroom, not as a servant delivering tea, but as a student, proud and determined. And one day, he stood on a stage, cap and gown on his shoulders, holding his degree high. In the crowd sat his mother, tears rolling down her cheeks, her tired hands clapping with pride. Beside her, Ayman looked at her brother with shining eyes, knowing her turn was next. Hamza had done it. The barefoot boy of the streets had turned his broken nights into shining days. His story became a message. Poverty can break your pocket, but it cannot break your dreams unless you let it. So whenever life tells you you can't, remember Hamza, the boy who carried tea in his hands but carried dreams in his heart.